Good morning from Tokyo. It is morning number 1 and we actually got a pretty decent night's sleep last night. Like we got about 8 hours of sleep. We both kind of woke up pretty early in Tokyo. For us it would have been like noon Alaska time, so it would be like a typical Saturday. But we both feel pretty well rested, which is good. And we are heading out to meet our guide today. His name is Mac. He seems super sweet. He was recommended to us by Chris from TDR Explorer, so I'm really excited to meet him. He's gonna take us all around the city today for like, I believe about 12 hours. And then tomorrow we're gonna see him for like the evening time. Are surprisingly well rested. I was pretty nervous about today, thinking that we were gonna be pretty exhausted, but I feel good. So I'm really excited to explore Tokyo. I do want to show you like what it looks like in the daytime from our window. So I'm going to show you guys that now. Jessi's here.
Hi.
How do you feel?
I feel great. Slept really good.
Yeah.
Feel super rested.
Good. Yeah, I feel really lucky that we don't feel too jet lagged.
It's because we didn't sleep at all on the plane.
Yeah, we didn't really sleep on the plane. Okay guys, here it is. Here is the city. Sorry, I'm having like difficulty with the shade. There we go. So here's the city from the window. Do a quick pan. Gosh, what a beautiful city. The weather outside is like 50 some degrees, so it's a little bit chilly. But what a gorgeous view. We're on the 23rd floor. And then here I'll pan down so you can see a little bit more. There's like a big highway thing here. And look, they're driving on the wrong side. Or the side that Americans don't drive on. So anyway, there's our view from our room. We're gonna head downstairs and go meet Mac. But I really hope that I'm gonna be able to take you guys along for all the different fun things that we do in Tokyo, but stay tuned and we'll see what happens.
This is the famous dog called Hachiko, the world's most loyal dog. And I would say the world's most famous dog. And it's not Lassie because there's 1.3 billion Chinese people and 1 billion Indians, and they've all heard of Hachiko, and I don't think they've all heard of Lassie.
Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense.
Immediately, most famous dog in the world. So anyway, his master, we're talking now the late 1920s, early 1930s. His master lived in this area. He was a professor at the Tokyo University, which is on the other side of town. And the dog and the master would walk to the station. And the dog would wait for his master every day. He would sit pretty much actually up that spot.
That's so cool.
Wait for him. Master goes to work, master comes back. You can see where this is going.
Yeah.
One day, he has a heart attack in his office and drops dead. And there's nobody waiting for the dog, right? The dog's just waiting there, nobody to come back to him. The next day, nobody comes back. The next day, nobody comes back. 9 years, the dog waits for his master.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What a good dog.
Initially, the local people got pissed off, but they soon figured out what had happened and started feeding the dog. The Japanese, they've never met a tale of loyalty they didn't like. You know, loyalty for the Japanese is like love for the Italians. You know, it's kind of multifaceted and very complex. And so anyway, he died. He was one of the last 10 purebred Akita dogs.
Oh,
if you know,
wow,
we have the Shiba Inu and the Akita Inu. And he was one of the last 10. So he really was almost like a wolf. He had a very characteristic, his left ear was like floppy. As you'll see when we go around the other side of the statue. Good job. Let's take a look at this. Fantastic. And we have today's date. Sorry. Some focus issues on the...
Oh no, it does that all the time.
Okay.
This is cool.
Good. All right.
Oh, thank you.
No, my pleasure.
To this gorgeous garden in Tokyo. I don't remember what it's called, but I'm going to insert some footage so you guys can see it. But when you come, you can get all of these like different, like you get a stamp for coming to the park, and we did that earlier. But it's crazy that we're in this like booming metropolis, and then you come, it's 150 yen And look what you get. You get to see this incredible view. And there's koi fish and turtles everywhere. See? All the fishies. Amazing. And look at all these ducks. Jess, what do you think of the garden?
I love it. It's beautiful.
It is so beautiful.
Super growing. It's good.
It is good.
So 65 different species of cherry blossom, and this one here is closer to an apple blossom, I think, in colour than a cherry blossom, and it's just started blooming. So that's one of the beauties. I know a lot of people focus on the Somei Yoshino, which is blooming right now, but we have blossom that's blooming all the way from February, you know, all the way into May as well. So
yeah,
you know, whenever you come in that period, if you're with the right person and the right guide who actually knows the city, you can always find some beautiful flowers. This is how you write Tokyo in Japanese. Tokyo, this symbol means east. Higashi, when it's written by themselves. And this is Kyo. This is the same Kyo as in Kyoto. So Tokyo, the east capital.
that was amazing. So the woman that was in the traditional garb, she was actually celebrating her 20th birthday. It's a kind of a coming of age. It's very important in their culture, and so that's why she was all dressed up. And I'll insert a picture so you guys can see it as well. And then here is this little garden outside of the garden at the Buddhist temple.
Yes, it is. You know, these trees are so big, they have differentiated blooming, you know? So the bottom part can be, or in this case, the top part can be in peak bloom, and the bottom part just like maybe even a few hours past peak. But I love that contrast, you know, that you get, you know, that little bit of green, you know, that's what ultimately the tree's going to become.
We're in a traditional Japanese neighborhood right now, and hopefully we can film in here. We will see.
So various cherry blossom desserts. So this is a sakura manju, and then we tried these. So this is a senbei, the traditional Japanese rice cracker, but with sakura.
Nice.
Oh, so it's got leaves inside.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's why it smells of cherry blossom. That's the smell that you're getting.
Gotcha.
Traditional, but there's just a curtain.
Oh,
nice.
oh yeah. Well, yeah, and there's the toilet. Very nice.
Fresco.
Yeah. Traditional Japanese shop, and those owners is a husband and wife, and they have never taken a day off in 35 years. And the guy is known in this area, and he wears like a fake samurai wig, and he wears it every day. And we got a couple of souvenirs and a couple of snacks, and they let us try 3 different types of snacks that she shared with us. One was the sakura rice cake, and it was delicious, or rice cracker, and it was very sweet and very mild. And then now we're in a park again, It's just stunning. This is the patron saint of travelers and also children who have died young. Yes, please.
Well, I mean, it's not difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, absolutely. Feel free to.
That's so fun.
Secure it. Like a nice temple ring. So we can do it a bit harder.
It's not as easy as you think. I feel like you need to. There we go. You did it.
This is a temple, a Buddhist temple dedicated to the Fudoryu. And the Fudoryu has a tough job. He's associated with justice, and he's associated with steering people back towards the true path of Buddhism. So when you look at images of him, he tends to look a little bit less serene than the average Buddha. I'm sure, you know, in the images of Buddhas that you've seen, they look very enlightened, very androgynous. On the true
Yeah,
path.
bringing people back. Is that him there?
This is him.
Yeah, much more stern. Me though. Look at that face. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking cute. Oh my gosh, this place is insane, you guys.
This is a temple dedicated to the Buddhist god Daikokuten, who is one of the 7 gods of fortune. And we can open it up.
Oh wow.
And have a look inside. So there he is. There are a few statues of him. You can see the one on the right hand side there.
I might zoom into that guy.
This is a typical portrayal of Daikokuten. He's got his magic hammer and his sack, and he's typically portrayed standing on some bales of rice. And he's
Okay.
associated with business. So I think as we travel around the next couple of days, we're going to see a few representations of him in various restaurants or various businesses. So, Daikokuten, the friend of the businessman.
Nice. we need him as a friend. So this bridge is one of the most famous places for cherry blossoms, so I want to share it with you guys. Check this out. Vending machines are a new fun thing.
Okay, well, no, you wanted full works.
Oh yeah, you want
Full
5.
works medium, so you want this. Okay.
Okay, we got you, yep.
Thank you very much. Okay, so pop that in there.
We're in a ramen shop.
Good job, this terrible performance has been captured on camera as well. That's absolutely key.
7 minutes later.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
If only the editing skills were good enough that we could just fast forward through that experience.
I'll speed it up.
But anyway, this is called in Japanese a kami apron, the apron as we say here. So our expensive clothing.
Yes.
Marks and Spencer's is finest. You know,
I mean, mine is Amazon, like $20 Amazon, so.
yeah, so like we said, our expensive clothing now protected by this bib from the splashes of delicious ramen broth that we're going to have.
Into it. Jess got the works. This is his ramen. It's beautiful. And then mine is small. And And then we got some gyoza, which Mac is making it perfect.
What I have here is a skemen. So people always think that ramen's really defined by something that looks like what you've got, but actually it's defined by the way the noodle is constructed. And so there's different ways of having ramen. You can even have brothless ramen, like completely brothless, which is often called a maze soba. In this case, I'm having skemen. So what I've got is I've got a broth on the side, and I'm going to be taking this stuff and dipping it into here and eating it. Delicious, delicious food using my mouth.
Yep. And
it may be different in your culture.
And your bib.
Sure. And my bib, and we'll do the bib test at the end.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then at the end when I've finished all the food, I'm going to say to the guy supwari, and he's going to fill it up with a little bit of broth and then some spices, and it's going to be delicious. So I want.
And then you just drink it afterwards.
I'm going to drink it, and you're going to drink some as well.
Oh,
I want you to try it.
Awesome.
Absolutely fantastic. There's about 10,000 ramen shops in Tokyo. I've eaten in a percentage which I don't want to say on camera.
It's a large percentage.
It's a large number of them, and we're in one of my top 5 here. I'm very honoured to bring my friends to this place.
Thank you. Yeah,
of course.
So good. I honestly did not need this bib, so how's your bib doing?
Pretty good.
You did good.
That was delicious.
That was so amazing. And then we have nothing. Jessi did so good. Happy plate. These are the fish flakes. I tried so hard, but I was unsuccessful. And then Mac also has a happy plate. Just ate the best ramen ever. How was your ramen experience, everyone?
It was the best ever.
I mean, it was good. I only take my guests to the best, and it looks like everything worked out very well. You enjoyed it?
Oh, it was so good. And I also soiled my whole body. I have pork in all the crevices. And also I got it in my eyeball. So that was a new experience for me, but also a very awesome one. So that restaurant, do you want to share it? You don't have to.
The, well, given we're all oversharing about where we got our broth, I feel that I should, but no, I've got to say, that one, there's no English language information about it.
Right.
And, I've got to keep off the radar. And that's not me saying that, that's actually the owner of the shop.
That's totally fine.
Yeah, I've spoken to him about like writing reviews or promoting, you know, the shop, and he says, you know, that's not something he wants. He's happy with the level of business that he has.
That's great.
I know, and it's a very
that.
different mentality though.
Yeah.
To what you get.
I'm gonna spoil it. The name of the noodle shop is Noodle Canyon.
Noodle Canyon! Sumo handprints and footprints.
Yeah, they're pretty
Wow.
big, these guys.
Okay.
The current all-time goat, the greatest of all time. He's 192 centimeters and 158 kilograms. Wow. I know, so they're big guys.
They're big guys. Jessi.
I'm not good with math.
Yeah, okay, so Jessica, amazing woman, but do not bet if you're anybody. Remember, you can't bet on sumo in this country, but if you can bet on sumo in Vegas, don't bet on.
No, don't bet on me. It's not gonna work out.
Not,
this gentleman has very long fingers in comparison to the others. These are more sausagey, and these are more carrot-like.
That's good.
I think that's the medical term for
They're more like the carrots.
We're now in one of the most famous districts of Tokyo called Ame-yoko. And the Ame, actually there are two meanings to Ame. One is that it's short for America. So this was where one of the first black markets started after the Second World War. And the America in this case is the American GIs who had goods which were then, through a number of sources, brokered to the general population. But also ame or ama means sweet in Japanese. So an ameya is a sweet shop, and because it was candy, which was one of the key things which the American GIs had, and this was a place where people who unfortunately due to the firebombing of Tokyo had lost their homes could come and get you know, the kind of energy that they needed to survive. So almost 75 years later, this place has retained this black market atmosphere, as you can see, which is very unique for Tokyo, which is normally, you know, quite a civilized and orderly place. So, we're going to have a lot of fun up the street.
Yeah. These Kit Kats,
Okay.
what's the story?
Okay, well, where to begin? Kit Kat's introduced into Japan in 1973. Okay, now, English has 8,000 syllables and Japanese has only roughly 200. So we don't say in Japanese, we don't say Kit Kat. We say Kitto Katto. And in the Kyushu dialect of Japanese, so there's still a few different dialects around Japan, Kitto Katto is basically very close to saying to somebody good luck.
Oh.
So, according to Nestle research, about 85% of people who have an exam in Japan take a Kit Kat into that exam with them.
Oh my gosh, really?
I've taken a lot of exams while I've been here, and I can tell you 100% of the time, one of my friends has given me a Kit Kat with a good luck message on it.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Exactly.
Nice.
And it's really from there, and then a few other things involving a patisserie chef called Takagi that has led to this being the best-selling confectionery in Japan. So us having, well, I understand about 300 flavors in total have been made.
Yeah.
Which roughly about, you know, what commonly available around the Tokyo area. Strawberry cheesecake flavor in a Mount Fuji box. We've got plum sake. We've got regular sake. We've got wasabi. We've got Tokyo rum raisin. For some bizarre reason, Tokyo's become associated with rum raisin. No idea why. We've got Yokohama strawberry cheesecake in a regular box, strawberry here, dark chocolate, strong green tea, limited edition release, Sakura sake flavor.
Ooh, we should get that one.
Roasted green tea, this is one of my favorites, Hojicha, I'm a big fan. A local dessert from the other side of the country, from Kumamoto. 2 nuts and cranberry flavors, this one a variant of strawberry cheesecake. And this one regular nuts and cranberry, and some raspberry, and then 2 other strengths of green tea here, weaker and stronger.
Right in the middle of the shopping area is a Buddhist temple.
Yeah.
Guys, look at Sleeping Donald. He's so adorable. And Winnie the Pooh. Jess, look at Winnie. What if we win this? We can't haul this to the baseball game.
I set all these up for Jessica. I got them to change the toys to Disney.
I was going to say, yeah.
Just got to make sure the systems are in place. Yeah, half of what she spends. Yeah, usual. Yeah, Mitsubishi Bank.
Yeah. He's a great tour guide, guys. You got to hire him, okay? He set this all up for us.
All right.
Oh my god.
Nice work, you did it.
I did it! First try.
Yeah.
Yay.
So you may have noticed a few pandas around the area.
Yes.
We should have maybe filmed some, but
Oh no.
we got some pandas in the corner there.
Uh-huh.
And there's some pandas here.
Pandas here.
Some pandas on the Ueno Coke bottle, and that's because there's a zoo in the park, the oldest zoo in Japan, and they have 2 pandas, and last year they gave birth to a baby panda.
Oh.
So that's attracted a lot of traffic to the area.
Oh, that's neat.
So everybody's all about the pandas. And
Yeah.
so even the limited edition design Coke
Oh,
bottle from Coca-Cola has a panda on it.
That's so cute.
So they brought out
Peach.
Yeah, so they brought out Coke Peach last year.
Uh-huh.
They reformulated it for this year. Now contains 1% real white peach juice.
Oh,
I promise you, I am not on commission from Coca-Cola. This is not a product placement.
Just, that 1% juice though, it sets it over the edge.
About Tokyo, I know.
Here are some people sitting and doing hanami, which means flower and me, so watching flowers, and they sit around and have delicious meals and spirits. And this is all first come, first serve, so you don't have to rent or anything like that. But it's so fun. Everyone's having such a great time. So we are at the little, what do we call this?
Well, these vegetable stalls are here because it's cherry blossom season.
Oh, okay. So
we're having the matsuri, which is a Japanese word for festival. And we've got a combination of and this lines the passageway to the Ueno Toshogu shrine.
okay. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Kind of around the time where they have school break. So there's a lot of children out and a lot of families out to enjoy the cherry blossoms. But this experience has been incredible. Everyone is so kind and so nice. And we are really taking in all of the sights. I've got so much to tell you guys later, but what's really funny, we're going to a baseball game tonight. Mac's a huge baseball fan, and so we're going to a baseball game in Japan, which is like totally not normal for us, but it's gonna be super fun and a totally different experience. What kind of strange meat did you get, bro?
Lingua.
Ooh, what is that?
Cow tongue on a stick.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
How's the sauce?
It's good.
What is it? What is the sauce? Do you know? Do you know what the sauce was?
Yeah, it was like a it's called a tare, which is like a Korean barbecue sauce, basically.
Okay. So here's where you put your wishes that you want to come true or prayers that you want to come true, and then you tie it onto these strings for good fortune.
The core of the collection of the National Museum of Western Art was a Japanese art collector called Matsuzaka. He lived in London and Paris, collected a ton of art. This was confiscated during the Second World War by the French authorities, and then they gave back, let's just say most of it,
right,
to part of the Matsuzaka collection.
Yeah.
Is this famous guy here.
Yep.
The Thinker.
The Thinker.
By Auguste Rodin.
Wow.
Now everybody's focused on the cherry blossoms. They're the second most common tree in Tokyo. The most common is the ginkgo, and this is a ginkgo tree
Oh.
here, which has a beautiful bright green leaves in the summer, and then in the autumn, in a perfect year, as soon as we have a cold snap, all of those leaves turn beautiful golden color. So that's one of my favorite photos to take in the city.
Oh yeah.
With the Thinker with that golden thing behind. As is still beautiful right now as the sun is coming down in the world's greatest metropolis.
Sunlight coming back to them.
Wow.
Right up ahead is, what is the stadium called?
Well, it's currently known as the Olympic Stadium.
Oh.
Hopefully we'll be ready
Yeah, no kidding.
to
So
host visitors the 2020 Summer Olympics.
yeah, so that's in August, right?
The next year, no, earlier than that, I think.
Oh, okay.
Maybe July.
Yeah, so next year's Summer Olympics will be right there.
All right, so here we are at historic Meiji Jingu Stadium, built in 1926, the home of the Tokyo Yakult Swallows.
Is this a penguins or is this a swallows?
These are swallows, but it does look like a penguin.
These are swallows, not penguins.
This is on my right here, on this side, we have the mascot of the swallows. His name is Subakaro.
Subakaro?
This is his sister, Subami.
Oh, Subami's here.
Yeah.
With the dress. That makes sense.
Headed to the baseball game. We got a fun shirt.
Swallows since 1969.
That's our team now.
That's our new team. Go Swallows.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Stitch is enjoying the game. And a score happens. Everyone gets out their little umbrellas. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Quick break at the baseball game.
We're getting some chicken baskets.
Yeah, baskets. It looks good.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be good. How do you like the game so far?
it's been fun so far. I got to shake the umbrella around. It was good.
Yeah, it's so cool. They had like every player has their own song, and then we got our own umbrella. We just went down and got it, so we're gonna use it for the game too, which is kind of exciting. This has been such an adventure today.
It's been super fun.
It's been super fun. That is chicken. Let's zoom in on the little stick that they give you to grab it to eat with. It's a tiny, tiny cow. No, it's so cute. And then mine is a snake.
You did it!
Okay, now we're done. So as you guys know, on the channel we like to try weird Cokes. Here's Coke Peach. It's 1% peach juice. We learned this today.
What do you think?
What's the verdict?
I don't know. I mean, it's good. It doesn't taste like peach though.
Let me have a look
It
at
doesn't taste like peach. It tastes like melon? Is it melon?
Oh, that's
I wrote about it. I wrote about it on the Maction.
They just introduced Passion, the cheerleaders. Is that the bird down there?
That is the third mascot, Korakuya.
Hooyah.
Korakuya, which is Yakuruko backwards.
Very nice.
It was introduced a few years ago.
yogurt pack on his back.
Yes.
Got a Yakult backpack.
Okay, so Yakult is the company that sponsors this team, and it is a probiotic drink. And so he's got a probiotic drink on his or her, is it a her backpack?
I think it's his, but
His.
yeah. So we just sang the Tokyo Ondo. It's a very famous song about how great Tokyo is. That was your birthday. For the rest of the fans, what's playing on Tannoy is the second verse repeated. What we sing up here is the official section about seeing the moon from the Yakutabane. This is my microphone. Very beautiful. Yeah, and what we're saying at the start, talk about Yomiuri. Yomiuri, the crosstown rivals of the Giants. And we were saying not nice things about them.
Yeah.
Pretty much about as rude as you can get in Japanese.
Okay?
Yeah.
like the best.
Well guys, we are back from our 12-hour tour through Tokyo, and what an amazing day it has been. It has been filled with core memories. Like, this place was so picturesque. It's something that I didn't expect, where basically everywhere you turn or everywhere you look, it's the most beautiful place to look at. It's awesome. That's all I have to say about it. But we are so exhausted. We're heading to bed. Guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, please be sure to subscribe down below, and I will see you guys really soon. TTFN, and bye.